Hello, good afternoon, and good evening to all our dear valued business partner. Thank you for joining us today for today's web seminar, Modularizations and Digitalization using Han Configurator. One of our speakers, Mr. Robert Hartig, is unwell. He will not join us today. However, Mr. Elvin Lee will introduce Hartig Australia on his behalf. My name is Belinda, and I will be your MC for today. Okay, let me introduce our three experts for today's web seminar. From Hartig, Germany, Mr. Heiko Meyer, Product Manager of Installations and Technology. Hello. And next, Mr. Yannick Colosa, Junior Product Manager, Installation Technology. And next, from Hartig, Singapore, Mr. Elvin Lee, Sales Director of Southeast Asia. Over to you, Mr. Elvin Lee.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to join our web seminar on modularizations and digitalization using Han Configurator. I'm Elvin, and I'm the Sales Director for Hartig Singapore. I've been with Hartig for 15 years, and I'm responsible for the Southeast Asia regions. So in the Southeast Asia regions, we have various field sales engineers to support the business too. So I myself is stationed in Singapore, and I have another sales admin who is also supporting me in Singapore. As well, we have a Thailand web office and a Malaysia branch. In Thailand, we have Chayawit, and also in Malaysia, we have two sales over there. One in Penang with Chi Hao, and the other guy is TS. They are all very experienced, and I'm sure they are able to support in all your business requirements. So as Robert is unwell today and unable to join us, so I will just introduce the New Zealand and Australia team to you. So Robert himself is based in Victoria, so he's responsible for Western Australia. And as well, he has Nick together with him. And for New South Wales, we have Matthew, who has been with us for more than 10 years and a very experienced guy. So once again, thanks everyone for joining us, and hand over to my colleagues.
Let's welcome our expert from headquarters. They will tell us more about the benefits of modularizations and digitalizations. Over to you, Mr. Heiko.
Who's also product manager, but expert in addition for our digital services. We will present you some details about our modular connectors and new developments. But before we go into details, I want to show you some further information about the historical development of the modular industrial connectors. So first of all, I want to start with about 70 years ago. In the 1950s, Hartig has developed the Han connectors. Hartig applied at that time already for a patent. A few years later, Dietmar Hartig joined the company and forced several innovative things. For example, one milestone was the development of the Han-Com connector. So Han-Com means combined connectors. And this was a great market success. And therefore, we noticed that many customers had a lot of advantages by combining those connectors. But we also noticed that it's nearly impossible to create a combined connector for each individual application. Therefore, Hartig has created a new solution. It's a Han-Modular solution, so that the customer can combine by himself the connector what he needs in his application. And now we got the next milestone in the historical development, the Han Domino modules. Later on, I will show you some more details about these Domino modules. But before we start with those details, I want to go a step back to explain the industrial connectors and the Domino and the modular connectors. So Han-Modular, as you can see here, is the consequent enhancement of the worldwide well-known rectangular Han connectors. The key feature is to combine several different connectors in one Han-Modular connectors. That can solve a lot of issues at your application. And the following video gives you an impression about this. Okay, let's take a look on a real application. We have prepared here a machine which is equipped with several parts. So here's a handling device which is connected via an industrial connector. As you can see here, this industrial connector, this is a Han-Modular connector, is equipped with power, signal, data, and also pneumatic. So this is an ideal combination for Han-Modular. So you just have to plug in, and then the device is connected. This saves space, time for our customers. But don't worry, the standard monoblock connector is still available and can be used according our customers' needs. In the following video, you will see how it can be done at your site.
Jack and Kim are both designing industrial robots that build products people use every day. Jack is designing a large robot used on a car manufacturing line. He needs a connector to provide the main power to the robot from the power supply. Kim is designing a small robot that packages different goods. The robot is moved frequently, so she needs one connector for different transmission types, such as power and controls that allows the robot to function. For Jack, a standard Han power connector is perfect. Kim's solution is the Han-Modular that combines multiple transmission types into one connector. Parting, the right connectivity solution for single transmission and multi-transmission connection points.
So you can see both is possible. So sometimes customers are asking, is this allowed to combine several different connectors into one connectors? And the answer is clearly yes, of course. It's specified in the most important machinery spec in the EN 60204/1. And there it is stated that it is allowed if the electrical design is designed according the highest voltage. And of course, this is done within the Han-Modular systems. So officially, the customers can combine it. If we take a more detailed look how a modular connector is working, you see that we have several components. We have the modules, we have the frames, and contacts and hoods and housings. So several things can be combined together according different needs. It's important here that our customers can use existing parts. So existing parts means contacts or hoods and housings are still the same. So they don't need to be qualified again. Let's take a look on the most important part, the modules, itself. We already have more than 100 modules for each different applications. So in this case, as you can see here, we have modules for signal, for power up to 300 amp, special solutions for high voltage, is also pneumatic, and fiber optic, as well as shielded and coax solutions. Also, a big bunch of different data modules are available. So as you can see, we have a lot of different modules, nearly for in each individual application, a perfect solutions. But we do also develop new things step by step. Some years ago, I thought now we have everything, but it's the other way around. So as more modules we develop, as more new applications we can enter, so that we get also new input from our customers. And new input means that we do also develop new solutions according to this input. And here are some examples. For example, we have different shielded modules developed, also another new solution for gigabit Ethernet up to Cat 8.2, and also some modules for pneumatic and high power up to 300 amps. I can show you over there on the kitchen camera in detail. Here is the connector equipped with different modules. Here are shielded modules. This is a shielding which is placed on the side here of the modules and around the module. So this is a shielded signal module in different versions. But we also have here a shielded power module. Shielded power module means in this case that we have here for motors 3 plus PE plus additional signals for brake or heat measurement, something like this. So the customer is able to use shielded power cables here in the connector modules side by side near other solutions. Then we also have developed here power modules. This is, for example, a 300 amp modules, which can be placed on a DIN rail and on different solutions. Here, for example, is a docking connector. The docking connector can be equipped in drawers, in cabinets, where customer need to plug in different devices, something like this. But of course, we also have them with crimp or axial screw termination. So this is often used in energy systems. Then I will show you another new module. Here it is a pneumatic module. Probably you noticed that we already have a pneumatic module for about 20 years or more. But now we have launched another version beside those metal single modules. We have developed double module for bigger tubes. So the customer or you can use here big tubes up to 10 millimeters. You just have to push them into the terminal and then it's terminated, quite easy. Different contacts, separate contacts are available with different kind of terminations. So just plug in the different tube and that's it. Finally, I want to tell you some words about the new gigabit Cat 8 module. So it's just launched some weeks ago. It's more or less very similar to the existing gigabit Cat6 module, but the inner shape is optimized to fulfill the requirements up to Cat 8.2. Cat 8.2 means theoretical 40 gigabit data transmission. But the spec is defined in this way that the limit is maximum 2 connectors and cable lengths up to 30 meters. But this module is not only for those high data rates. Another advantage is, for example, if you use Cat6 applications for 10 gigabits, if you combine it with this module, then you have much more safety reserves. So you can be sure, even if the assembly is not 100% perfect, then you still reach the performance for Cat6 without any problems. Another important point is, for example, in the railway industry, our customers want to install the best available solution because their system has to work for many, many years, and they don't want to exchange the installations after 5 years. So with those gigabit Cat8 modules, you have, you're on the safe side that you fulfill the highest requirements for the next years. Okay, then I will continue with some details about the latest innovation. So, as already announced in the beginning, it's about the Domino idea, but I want to start with some background information how this idea came up. I already told you that we have a lot of modules, more than 100 for power data signal, but still there are customers requiring something new which is not existing. For example, a combination of one power contact with some signal contacts. Then, of course, the customer can choose a 2-pin power module and another module, but this needs more space. However, the idea was taking half of one module and another half of another module and combine it to a new solution. And yeah, this is a great idea, and we worked it out and have seen that it's possible to do this in a flexible way, so that the customer can create smaller connector solutions and they have a highest flexibility. We summarized the market input from all areas, from different markets, machinery market, transportation market, also energy market. So we found out that the most requirement is to have a power connector, 3+PE, mainly for motors. Customers needed signal contacts, but also important point was to have a data connection, an established data connection. RJ45 or even M12 would be suitable for most of our applications. And also for the machinery market, we noticed that there are often requirements for combining power with pneumatic. And the system must be, of course, future-proof. Because you can imagine in 2 years, standards are exchanging, so that our customers probably need to find a solution for USB-C or single-pair Ethernet. And everything was considered during this development. But not only the electrical requirements were important, also the mechanical things, because we don't want to waste space, so we need most space-efficient solution. It must be robust, of course, and the customers don't want to waste time during installation. Price is also important, and I'm pretty sure that we found a very cost-effective solution, but also the handling is important. So probably something similar like combining Lego bricks. Yeah. And now I want to show you in the next video how the solution looks like. Yeah, as you could see here in the video, how it is working, how you can use it. But now I want to give you some further details about those Domino modules. So here on the slide, you can see why it's called Domino, because we have here, similar to the Domino bricks, two halves, which can be combined or which are combined to a connector modules. So each separate side can be selected to an individual Domino solution. Here on the slide, you also see the note that we were nominated to the Hermes Award. The Hermes Award, it's a very famous award in Germany. It was presented by the German Research Ministry, and side by side to any industrial solutions, new innovations, we were under the top 3 nominations. And yeah, it's a real great success compared to all innovation, all industrial innovations in Germany at all. Yeah. How it is working. I can show you some details over there in the kitchen cam. I have here a product panel which shows all the different Domino modules. We have here the assembled module, as you can see here, for example, 2 halves can be combined to a connector module, and that's it. So the customer can pick one side with pneumatic and the other side with power, for example, or power with signal or power with data. So all those parts can be combined according what you need. It's also possible to combine a male side with a female side. You just have to take care that you use the right parts. So all the modules are coded. Right now I have the same parts here in my hands in 2 different versions. Here is a version with a small coding pin, and another version with a big coding pin, and you can press them easily together. And that's it. And you also can combine male and female to one module. So highest flexibility to combine everything you need. So finally, the customer is able to save space. Here is an example how it can save space. This is a typical Han-Modular connector, in this case with 2 connector modules. This is size 6B, standard solution, but by using Domino modules, the size can be reduced up to 50%. So then we can use one data module and another power module and combine it in the so-called Han-Modular compact housings, which need only half of the space. So on the PowerPoint slide, on the next one, I can show you here on the big screen how it is working. You will see that we have here the fixing tabs and the cube keyways to combine them. So it's quite easily, you just can do it very easy. As soon as you have installed them or assembled them, you can install them into the hinged frame. Also, it's possible to combine them side by side with power modules or existing standard modules from the Han-Modular portfolio. Here's a demonstrator where you can see it. The Domino modules are equipped here on the different positions, side by side with the existing power modules or signal modules. Here in this case, we also have placed here the gigabit Cat8 module in this demonstrator. So you can see also, you can combine everything into one connector according to your needs. Yeah, this is quite easy and simple, and we will show you a short video how to combine it from a different point of view. Yeah, I think it was quite easy how to do this, how you can combine it, there we also have some supporting tools, and therefore I want to hand over to Yannick. Yannick, please enter the stage, and then you can explain how the configurator is working.
Yes.
Thank you.
Also, hello from my side. My name is Yannick Kolossa. In addition to my responsibility for our Han tools, I'm also involved in providing engineering data and digital services on our website. Today, I would like to present you some kind of digital services that are directly based on our website. For this, we prepared a video, and I would like to comment this video starting from our product detail page. As you can see, we have here the 3D parts as well as some further information corresponding to our own single Domino cubes as well as technical characteristics or even the direct download of data packages, for example, the 3D parts. On the right side, you can see some matching products that are going to be used for some further information. For example, to get directly to the right contacts. You can also filter some kind of criteria like the gold-plated contacts so that you're going to reach the suitable and matching contacts according to your Domino modules. You have the possibility to add the contacts to your wish list, so all of our products are involved and combined with our digital services. We also can directly jump to the configurator. As you can see, the Domino cube is already selected. We have the possibility for our 3D parts, as well as to start our configurator and configuration according to your desired and your everyday needs. To start the insert top part, we are going to divide our slot place to 2 further levels. As a one kind of level, we have the cube 1 with a small tab. On the other side, the mating part, we have the cube 2 with a large tab. We also have on every level or level the different 3D models, so you can always have a look and to visualize your selected components. You can use some kind of fit filter that's going to filter directly to your needs. For example, if we use the 3rd level as a contact, we have the possibility to select the cross section of our cable to get to the right contact. In this example, we filter, for example, to 0 to 5 square millimeter up to, I think, 0.52 millimeter. So we are going to add all the selected components directly to the configuration. And as you can see, we have the full placed domino cubes together in one overview. The next steps are going to choose the right housings or other kind of connectors that could also be placed to the configuration. Now I would like to head over to the beginning of the configurator. Here you have the possibility to start with the selection wizard, to start a new configuration without any selection solutions. You also have the possibility to customize your housing according to your needs, or even load a configuration that has already been configured. For this, I would like to talk about the solution wizard based on some requirements according to our application. We can enter, for example, 24 contacts, and our application needs 3 amps as a rated current and 250 volts as a rated voltage. And according to the solution wizard, we are going to receive a full connection and a full interface with our components. On the right side, we have the solutions with the monoblocks. And on the left side, we have a connector with modular insert. We can also switch between the single solutions, adjust the configuration, or we can choose it and have a closer look to the solution wizard. On the left side, we have a full, or we are able to have a visualization for the connector. So we have all the possibilities, all the 3D parts, and we can plug and mate the connector so that we can have a closer look to the configuration. On the right side, we have the product list that includes all the different components. We also are able to get the mating forces of this configuration with a new tool. We also can save the configuration to forward the ID, for example, for the development or purchasing department, or we can also load the ID with our suitable services. As you can see, we are going to get an ID that could be reloaded or forwarded to other employees or to other persons. Here we have the possibility to download a full package of data. So here we can choose between the data sheets, engineering data, 3D models, and every kind of digital data we need for our development phase. We can request the whole download package, and we will receive an email with a suitable link that includes the download package for our references. After choosing to receive the email, we can get a hint that an automatically generated email will be produced. Now I would like to talk about the product data manager. The data manager can be reached through our website. It includes a list, or the main thoughts are going to get a full data package according to several articles that has to be added to the product data manager. If you're going to add, for example, different kind of articles and have a wrong article number, you're going to receive a hint that this article could not be found. But it's very easily to copy paste, for example, from Excel sheet, the different kind of articles that we would like to receive some more information. We are going to add the articles to the product data manager. On the right side, you see that 14 different kind of articles are included and added to the product list. But we also have the possibility to import an Excel file, import different kind of articles from our cart, or even import directly from our wish list. So all of the different digital services are integrated and could be combined. As you can see here, we have the list of our wish list. We can add different components. We import the selection, and we see also on the right side that 3 more articles are included and added to our product data manager. If we have, for example, a list into our wish list and we would like to start from this overview, we are going to select here different kind of articles and could choose this button that the articles are going to be added to the list. We are also jumping directly to the product data manager and see that 4 more articles are added to our product data manager. The next part is going to be to choose the right digital services, some kind of engineering data, 3D data, some type sheets and so on, everything that is needed. After that, we are going to download the full package, and we also receive an email, an automated generated email that's going to be included to a link, and we can also directly download the full data package. Hopefully you get a short overview about our digital services. We are going to improve and we are going to increase our data quality. So please feel free to use our digital services to get to your right information, and hopefully you get the first good impression about our services. Now I would like to hand back the word to Heiko, who's going to summarize some main points.
Okay, thank you, Janek. It was a lot of information. So if you need support, please contact also your local representative. Then they can explain it also. But I think it's quite easy to understand. Finally, I want to summarize these things and explain the benefits of the modular and especially the Domino solutions a bit more in detail. So, of course, the most important thing is with the use of the Domino modules, you can save space in your application. So, I've already spoken to several customers during the last weeks. We had presented the Domino solution also at the SBS fair in Nuremberg, also at the Electronica in Munich. And we got a lot of positive feedback and really highly interested customers which do not have enough space to combine all those connectors into one. But with the help of the Domino module, they could reduce the size a bit more than before and could assemble the connector solution into their space. So space saving is one of the most important features here in this case. And of course, another important point is the flexibility. So you can design the connector according to your need. You don't need to implement things which are not necessary. You can just put in the connector part you need. So I already had a very interesting application during the fair discussion. The customer wanted, let's say, a fully equipped table with different requirements. They wanted to implement power, some signals, 2 different data lines, also pneumatic. But on the device side, they wanted to use only sometimes the fully configuration. But with the use of the Domino module, they could equip the whole configuration into one connector, and then on the device side, only sometimes the parts they needed and the unused parts were used with dummy. So the flexibility was here the key figure in this application. So also important is to reduce downtimes at the customer side when using just only one connector instead of several connectors. Of course, this is the main idea of the Han-Modular system, but with use of Domino, you can implement even more connectivity into one connector. And maybe this helps you to reduce another connector and reduce the downtimes of your machines. And another important figure or important point is that you don't need to qualify a complete new solution. So you still can use the same existing parts as before. You have here the modular frames are still the same. So the system at all is approved at your site already. The hoods and housings and contacts, nothing new. Just only the modules are designed in a bit different way so that you have two halves which can be combined according to your need, and then you just have a new module which can be placed side by side to the other modules. Simple and easy, and the same process as already known by your workers. Finally, this is also the sustainability through this consistent modularization. So that you don't need to approve complete new things means you have a sustainable solution. Yeah, but of course, the most important point is that you reduces space and increases the flexibility with these Domino modules. So that's it for the explanation on the Domino, on the modular part, and on the digital services. So I think then we can continue with the questions and answers.
Thank you, Mr. Maya and Mr. Kohosa. Okay, great. It looks like we have a few questions at the chat box already. Let me read out the first question. Can you combine Domino modules with the standard modules? And how many times the two Domino cubes can be pressed together? Would Mr. Lee like to answer these questions?
Okay, sure, I can do that. So for the Domino modules, of course, it can be used with these standard modules or all the existing accessories in our modular system. So be it in the old frame or the new frame, or even the docking frames, or in the honeycomb, you can use all the Domino together with the standard modules. As for how many times the modules can be made, I would say in reality, I think customer, they only use it 1 or 2 times. You know, when you put the Domino modules together or all the modules together and you put it into the frame will hold it, and usually you will not take it out. So I don't think this really matter. But of course, we have tested it before, and we tested more than 20 times without any issue.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. Let me have another question here. There are some very high current modules which can go up to 300 ampere. Will there be integrity issue to use this module with data module like Cat 7 ampere module? Can I ask our expert from headquarters, Mr. Maya, to answer this question?
Thank you for the question. Of course, it can be combined. It depends on the application, on the specific combination, but usually in machinery application, it's no problem at all. Those data connectors are shielded, the cable is shielded, so there will be no interference between power and signal. On the other hand, in some other application, for example, in railway markets, there it is not allowed. So data connectors and power connectors will be separated. Technically, no problem, but it depends on your application if you're allowed to do this or not. In machinery, no problem at all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maya. Okay, there's another question about digital service. Okay, can I search especially for Domino modules in the online configurator? May I ask Mr. Kohosa to answer this? related to digital service?
Yes. It is possible to filter, for example, directly to the Domino module. So we can divide the product list directly to just the Domino modules, as well as single modules or double modules. So we have the possibility to filter to the size of the module. So in this case, also for the Domino modules.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kohosa. Okay, due to time constraint, we are sorry that we are unable to answer all the questions that a lot of questions coming in, but it's okay. We will reply you after the web seminar by email, or we post it on our website. You are welcome to visit our website landing page. We will post all the questions there. And this is the end of our web seminar. Okay, so if you have any questions or queries, you can actually contact our local sales office for more information. And we will actually, at the end of the slides, we will show our contact details, our local sales contact details, then you can contact them from there. Thank you once again for your time in participating this web seminar. We hope you all have a great insight and hope to see you again next time. Have a nice day and goodbye. Thank you.